I didn't finish all the floors. I probably won't be done at them for probably a couple months out. Actually, I still got a lot of floors to make. But I did finish floor number 3 for printing. And of course, I have 10 floors to make total. So I still have 7 more to make just on the wait list. Speaking of the floors, the wait list is full. So if you didn't get on the wait list, I apologize. But the wait list is full. I have my 10 spots. I might make more again later. Or I might release some on eBay. But let's not talk about the floors because I've been talking a lot about them. Let's talk about this cool book right here. Now, you probably noticed my lighting is not quite as good. I tried some different light bulbs. They don't seem to be cutting it the way I like. They're not quite as bright. So I'm going to have to figure something else out. But let's just shoot this video today and see how it goes. First of all, let's take a look here. Let's see, Mr. Goon, he asked, how's it going, Hebrew? It is going good. Thank you. Mike Fee, you got mine today. Just haven't opened it yet. Mike, is that your floor or your book that you got today? Because I just got this today. And oh, it's so cool. Before we jump into this book, I want you guys to know who Juka is to me. So many years ago, I was talking to this guy Juka, and it was kind of cool online, and we kind of hit it off with different things. And then one day he sends me this picture he drew. Oh, your floor. Nice, Mike. Yeah, I'll contact you on Facebook, and I'll find out how well it was packed and stuff. So this guy Juka contacts me, and kind of surprising. Let's see. More on my Hebrew.com page. Click here. Is it going to load? Load. Oh, it's taking its sweet time. Do, 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 do. You can see a little spinner thing going up there. Spin faster. There we go. So I made my character Hebrew a long time ago, as many of you guys know. And he's got his own story. First reborn Christian on Eternia, found the Bible in a rocket from Earth that Marlena piloted, and his Bible turns into the sword of power. So you can see right there. So there you go. So it's kind of cool. And then this guy Juka writes me this thing. Hi, Hebrew. I was going through your website. I liked your videos. And when I went to Hebrew page, I had an inspiration, and here it is. You can do what you want with it, but I'd appreciate it if you could mention that I've done it, Juka. And so Juka drew me the picture you guys see on all my stuff. And so he drew this picture for me, and I've been pretty happy having it. And as you can see, I've pasted it on all my sites. I've made t-shirts of it. There is Juka's artwork, and it was like, that is so cool that he just happened to do this for me. And I've loved this artwork for so long. You've seen it in my videos too, my main promo video. It's this graphic that Juka made. And so Juka, so cool. And now he has produced some different things and even gave me a little thing. Hey, thank you, Hebrew, Juka. And it's just, you know, it's pretty cool. So Juka's done a lot for me. You know what? This thing's sealed. I wonder if there's something in it. I didn't even think about looking inside the envelope. I just figured it was for padding only. Let's take a look. That'd be funny if there is something in it. Holy cow, there is something in it. Oh, I almost tossed this thinking it was just padding. Look at that. Planet Eternia. Pretty cool. Anyway, I'll set that aside. It came with the book. That's funny. I just thought this was to keep the book from getting mangled in the package. So this came all the way from Finland to my house. So that is so cool. Thank you, Juka, if you're watching. If not, I'm sure you'll probably see this video later because you check out my stuff and I appreciate it. So let's go ahead and get this thing open and take a look at it. Let's look at your guys' comments first. Yes. Hey, Matthew. Thanks for joining us. Did you like my paint on my Castle Grayskull Vintage? Yes, I give it a thumbs up, Eric, on the thing. Pretty cool. I actually liked your paint better on your Snake Mountain, but for the Vintage Castle, it's okay if you like those colors and stuff. So, but it's a very clean paint job. Extremely clean. All right. Now, it's funny. I've had other people drawing pictures of Hebrew before, but Juka's is my favorite. It is by far superior to many drawings and artwork I've seen. It's like he almost knew what I was looking for when he drew it, which is pretty cool. It's hard to find sometimes an artist that has the same vision you do when you're trying to do something. And I found that before in the past, that when I've both have done work for other people or have work done for me, many times I've been there where I didn't get the same vision they were trying to portray. I remember one time, it was kind of funny, I did this artwork for this company, and this company, they wanted, they work on motors and stuff, and engines and cars and all kinds of stuff like that, and they wanted a monster, because their thing was like called Monster Cars or something like that was their company. And so I made this really cool artwork. Before I did, though, the guy says, oh yeah, just talk to this guy right here. He's my second in command. He'll tell you exactly what to do. And he goes, remember those old cartoon comic things where they'd show a giant monster sitting in a car, driving the car? And I said, oh yeah, I know those. He goes, that's what we're looking for. So I made this little car, wasn't much to it. This big old monster having a gear shift and everything else, big old teeth and everything. It was really cool artwork. And I brought it to him. The owner goes, no, that's not what I'm looking. We do monster cars, not monsters driving cars. So I took it back, and I took all the elements of the monster and put it into the car. So now the car had chrome and fire, and I made it so asphalt was being kicked out from its back wheels and smoke and stuff. And the car had teeth on the grill, and it was just really cool looking monster car this time instead of a monster driver. And then by the time I got to him, he said, oh, we already found somebody else. I'm like, oh, dude, I just finished making this artwork for you. So, again, a lot of times why I don't do pre-orders on stuff. All right, check us out. He even signed the book. Thank you, Todd, for pre-ordering Juka. So cool. Now, I did ask him originally if he could send me a snapshot of the PDF on some of the stuff so I could share it. Yeah, how cool. All the info, each episode. Look at that. Deleted scenes. Underworld. My most disliked episode of them all. I just like the fact that they had a monster within. That was a cool one. That's one of Manny Face's. Oh yeah, separation. That was a fun one. That's where Too Bad wanted to re-separate and didn't realize the spell was to wow. I love the font. It's very 2000X-ish. So cool. Remember Second Skin? Oh. And it's cool too, is look at all the details it has. It tells you who wrote it, who directed it, who edited the story, the air date of it back December 6, 2003. Nice. It has synopsis and trivia about the episode. Oh, it's gonna be cool going through. You know, it'd be fun. You know, it'd be really cool is to. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna rewatch all the 2000X cartoons, and I'm gonna read the preface first of each one. Magical swirl. So I'm going to read the beginning of the synopsis of each episode. See how they all are broken down. Oh, so cool. Juka, awesome job, man. It tells the cast. So I'll read the synopsis first, then I will watch the episode, and then I'll go through and read the second half and the trivia. Be kind of cool to do for each episode. That'll be fun, man. Interactive book with the videos. All right, let's look at you guys' comments. Yes, 2000X is actually my favorite He-Man series. There's still things that I don't like about 2000X. Obviously, He-Man's not powerful enough. That kind of bothers me. The sword's kind of weird, but it's growing on me, as you can see. It's growing on me. And then also the shading in the cartoons. I really just dislike the shading in the cartoons. They made it so anytime there's shading in the cartoons, it becomes gray in that area. It's really strange. Let's see if I can find a 2000X picture without it. So you can see the filmation, when it's shaded, it's actually like a darker brown. But with 2000X, you can see when he drew mine too, he did the shading with, here it's darker red, here it's darker brown. So when he did the shading, it was the same kind of deal where he made it so the shadow part is just a darker color of the same color. But in the cartoon, let's see, 2000X Mike Young Productions He-Man. There we go. Go. So it's just kind of weird. I don't know if you can really see it here in this particular picture, but whenever something was shaded, it had a lot less color to it. All right. Images. Now the hard part of this is the images won't be the actual cartoon, probably, a lot of them. So right here, Merman, he's under the water, so it's a little different. Oh. Now I messed it up. Now I didn't. But you can kind of see when he's in the shadow, it's kind of grays out and has less color in those. You can see right here at the orange especially. So here it's bright orange, and on this side it's kind of a dingy yellow. And even here you can kind of see the difference between the two, where it goes from orange to dingy. And that was the only thing that bothered me about the cartoon. So I know it sounds kind of funny, it's kind of minor, but it was just something that just used to drive me crazy when I'd watch it. It's like, oh, come on, can't you just do the shadowing right? I know it probably took more effort and more work to gray it out in those areas, and having the code and the computer to do it, but it's just, let's see if I can find another picture. And these lights are driving me crazy. These are not going to work the way I thought. Well, here's one, but it's hard here because you can see it as blue right there. See how it's blue turns gray in that background there. So again, that's always kind of bothered me. Here it's hard to tell on the purple because it just looks like darker purple, but you can really see it on the blue. It has a lot less blue in it. It just kind of grays out. And when you look at shadowing, I mean, look at He-Man's armpit right there. It doesn't turn gray on you. It just is the same color but darker. So anyway, that's just always drove me crazy with the cartoon. And I know I know I pick on small little things like Tila's hair and the other one, the dark shadowing and or the gray shadowing in 2000X. But the storyline I always thought was a lot of fun. I have got to change these lights out. There was something else too I was going to show you guys. What was? Oh. Check this out. Okay. So you guys know I like to take dynamic photos, right? And so I have set my room up so that all I have to do is click a button on my phone and I can choose dynamic pictures. When I click it, I just click the button now. The lighting will change. Boop. So that I got a red light on this side. I got a turquoise light on this side. And then I have a blue light for my ceiling. So now I can have all my dynamic lighting I like to use, which is usually red on one side, turquoise on the other, and then blue above. Sometimes I use a yellow light too as a separate source that I'll add, but it just adds that dynamic kind of cool lighting to the effect. So even though these bulbs aren't bright enough, they do give a cool effect with the change in the color of the lights. I'm going to turn them back on. Ugh. All lights. No. But now these lights you can see are just kind of shaking. Let me turn on the bright lights again. Bright lights. So I think I'm going to have to get some new lights to make brighter lights. But unfortunately, the new lights aren't going to be able to do the cool color change stuff. Let's see, Deluxe Orients. My favorite thing about 2000X was how dorky Adam was. I know it was a disguise thing, but man, he could super annoy at times. Well, if you take a look at 2000X cartoon, I mean, Adam in the very first episode, he was sleeping in late. He wasn't even He-Man yet. He was already being that way. So I don't know how much of that was an act and how much of it really was what was going on. But when you see other episodes that he actually does step up, it's kind of weird. Oh, I got my Hook Mountain Lion-O. It was fun. I took us outside today with my granddaughters because they were visiting with two of my granddaughters, and I showed them the blue Lion-O. And then while we were in the sun, I turned the figure to the sun, and he changed to his skin tone, and it was kind of fun to have them watch him change. They thought it was pretty cool. But I'll make a whole video about this later with some UV lights so we can change them in the room. Actually, I'm just curious. See, I got two of these. So I wanted to use one for a faker. I thought, what a cool thing for faker to sit there and have them be blue, and then you hit it with the UV light. Let's see, this little UV light can change them. Really? It's the wrong wavelength. No, I thought for sure that would work. Well, now I know that I have to actually use sunlight. So I'll have to shoot the video outside. Let me get a stronger UV light. Where's my flashlight? There it is. So it did look like it changed it a little bit. Let's just tan those legs up, Lion-O. Boom, 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 boom. It looks like they're changing a little bit. Hopefully I'm not destroying the plastic with this light. That would really stink. Looks like it's almost burning. It's kind of weird. I guess it's just not. Anyway, I'll make a whole video. See what we can do. His legs do look a little bit weird, like they've been tanned a little bit. He's living on a red planet. All right. Let's go ahead and seal him back up in his coffin of plastic. We'll check that out later. I always wanted a color change faker. That'd been cool. All right, let's check out some more comments. Let's see. Walk the streets for money. Frozen Lion-O. Yes, Mike. So the reason why I use, let me go and turn my dynamic lighting on again. If you take a look at my pictures, I usually take, a lot of times, I will, it just looks more cool. Like, look at Snake Mountain over there with the red on there. Boom! It just makes it look so much more dynamic. And if you look at the new Kenobi series, when they're fighting with the lightsabers, you got the red lightsaber and the blue lightsaber, and the lights just look spectacular. And so I've always put the red on this side and the blue on this side. I didn't do it on purpose. It just, every time I do it, when I go to shoot a picture, I just always seem to always gravitate towards doing those two lights that way. So you can see when I push the button back to bright, and my phone's acting up. Work phone, work. There we go. And of course the red light will change back to white. And so will the blue one. Anyway. Eric got another vintage Grayskull, so he can have a third wall on his Grayskull vintage. Nice. Yep, that's what I used to do too. Actually, what I want is the Spirit of Jaga. Uh, Thundercats. I want it to be blue. That's really cool looking. See, look at how bright these lights are. Beastman just could not take it anymore. Oh, the bright lights. Oh, I forgot to plug in the sorceress. She has no power. The power's been drained. There we go. Now she's plugged in, ready to go. Bum, bum, bum. So what do you think of Wave 9 Origins? That is a good question, Eric. I will have to do some videos on that as I get the figures, so we will see. Yes, the Spirit of Jaga would be cool. All right, well, that is all I got. I just wanted to show off this cool book that I just got today in the mail. It is pretty cool. Yep, it gives this whole entire about the author on the back. I would suggest if you guys are a 2000X fan, you pick this up. It's a great companion book to go through the series with again, which is what I'm planning on doing. I need one for Thundercats. Juka, if you hear me, make a Thundercats one, man. Because I'm going through Thundercats now, and it's kind of painful. I want the Lords of Power book. Nice. Wave 7. Yeah, I lose track of the numbers. I don't know which figures are which wave. I just order them and see what I get. Yep. And you know me. I like to customize. Like my green Skeletor of power. Oh! Just wish I could have a closed hand on this side. No. That was so funny when you guys told me use the yellow head on there, and it just came out looking great. I mean, that was such a cool touch. That's why it's fun making these videos, because you guys give me cool suggestions I didn't even think about. All right, anyway, I think that, oh, let's see, guys, this thing's coming in. Are you keeping any origins for non-fodder? I have some. I mean, obviously, I got my legless He-Man. It's like he's drowning in a giant thing of green goo. Oh, let me out. But, you know, some figures are non-foddered that I still actually have. So I have my favorite 11, as you guys know. There they are up on the wall up there. My top 11 figures. My favorite 5 good guys. And my favorite 6 bad guys. So those ones I will definitely keep. Well, not totally as is, but at least a copy of them as is. Because, you know, I obviously changed my Ram Man to give him monster arms. Monster arms. All right. Do you think the new Eternia Beast... What do you think of the new Eternia Beast, man? I don't think they will make... Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think we're getting anything in Classics anymore. That Eternia playset does look so cool. I know it stinks. My wife's probably going to throw a fit, but I'm thinking about getting 3 of them. I know it sounds crazy. One for my grandson, because he will totally love it. He's always asking for Castle Grayskull and stuff, but I think it'd be cool to get him an Eternia set. And by the time it comes out, he'll be old enough to not destroy it, hopefully. And then one to customize and one to leave in original form. I may not even open the original form one just so I know I have one. But depending on the price, that is a pretty pricey price tag. Pricey price tag to get 3 of them. So we'll see. I'll see if my son wants to go in with me for his son. part way or something, because I'm afraid of the price. They haven't announced it yet, I don't think, but I'm just so afraid it's going to be spendy. I want to, when we get it, to try to find a way to extend it to work with classics, so the floors have more space in between. That's why I want to get an extra one, is to classicize it. I can't make it bigger around, but I could make it taller by putting extension pieces in certain places. Extension pieces. It was this big, man. This big. All right. I think this is a wrap. And I'll have to do my video on the new Thundercats when I have a chance. And I'll be reaching out to the person number 3 on the wait list. Now that your floor is just about done, it is time to pay. So if you don't hear from me soon, you will soon. And the rest of you guys, like and subscribe. And again, the wait list is full, so if you want to get a floor, you may have to wait to get it on eBay, or when I first finish this batch. Depending on demand, I may make more and I may not. Oh, that's kind of cool looking. You guys can't see it too well with the black light, but it kind of has a weird glow to it. Oh well. Until next time, good journey. Good journey, man. And don't get scammed. If you haven't seen my scammer video yet of what happened to me Saturday night, be careful. Hey, thanks, Leon. I use that staff with my Masterverse Skelly. Oh, wait a sec. Let's try that out and see. Yep, I have not finished them yet. Oh! Headless. Masterverse Skelly. Let's just see how that green staff works with him. Yeah, I guess that could kind of work. Looks a little small, but sure. All right, thanks for the idea. Let's see. Late by 25 minutes. One solo, it's okay. Oh, yes. When it's smaller like this, he could definitely wield it and bat people easier. Let's just see how well this works. Oh, oh. There we go. He's got a grip on it now. He is ready to do some battle. Oh, that works pretty good. All right. I always thought in Mark Hamill was the Skeletor. Yep. Nice. You guys got your emails. I still have not got mine yet, so we shall see. Oh, I guess I should end the video. Just having too much fun though, you guys. Until next time, good